To the World Series. Today we begin our final series of the season with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And after coming off a sweep of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we're currently on a 12-game win streak as well, and looking to continue that here against the Diamondbacks as we send Kyle Hendricks to the mound. He's 5-4 this year with a 3.61 ERA, so not pitching all too bad. Had a little bit of a rough start to the year, but has come on strong lately. He'll be squaring off against Patrick Corbin. I believe he might be the third starter for them. I don't actually know what he is. He's the second starter. He's behind Zach Greinke. So not their best, but almost their best. Patrick Corbin's not a bad pitcher. But we'll go ahead and get into this game here and see if we can pull off 13 in a row or if we drop our first one for the first time in 2 weeks. But I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the game's premier first basemen, Goldschmidt and Rizzo, lead their teams next. Kyle Hendricks is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance to win.
A.J. Pollock makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Arizona, center fielder A.J. Pollock.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Gene Segura standing in as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, you're playing some great baseball.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. In the air out to straightaway left. Soler is there. One away. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Paul Goldschmidt Settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
2 balls, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets the tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. You can go get him with the best of anyone.
David Peralta will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope,
Here's a
that's
sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the payoff pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ross scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Patrick Corbin will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Tomas is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. He has not been hitting like the run producer they expect him to be, driving in just 3 runs over the last 10 games. And this offense needs better performance from him if he wants to keep his place in the middle of this lineup.
Liner towards second, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hot shot on the ground to short. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Jake Lamb will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Jake Lamb.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Wellington Castillo will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Takes this the other way to right. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Whew, nice play.
And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and 7 driven in. No score here as we play inning number 2. That evens it up 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Phil Gosselin will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he lays off there 1-0.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Dbacks out in front, 1-0. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here, as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in 3rd place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys, and if they can string a few victories together, they've got a chance to get back into it.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Jorge Soler will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Back goes Pollock, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Stepping in now, David Ross, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1 out and a runner on second base. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is skied into short left center. On the move is Pollock. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
And this is all about
Batting
taking
seventh,
charge out there.
third
That's the
baseman,
center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Tommy La Stella will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. First offering on its way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Patrick Corbin set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. He sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
A.J. Pollard stands in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop
Gene Segura stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
2 out, nobody on. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses. 2-2. swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Arizona, but they're on top 1-0. Addison Russell gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Addison Russell.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Tomas has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 9th, pitcher Kyle Hendricks.
Stepping in, Kyle Hendricks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hit to short. Segura has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, he really bunched him up on that 2-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tomas on the move. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. David Peralta is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
For Arizona, the right fielder, number 6, David Peralta.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Hayward at the track. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys topping out so far in the low 90s, 93 for one guy, 91 for the other. Jake Lamb strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cubs nothing. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Right fielder, Jason.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
3-0 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock on the run. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
I'll tell you what, my man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there. Look how high he is. That's what you call selling out.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hit hard up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Lamb is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Yasmani Tomas heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, number 24, Yasmani Tomas.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Standing in now, Phil Gosselin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes Soler. 1 out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Patrick Corbin comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. A.J. Pollock stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. To first. Rizzo is there. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Gene Segura digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Ripped down the first base line. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. Throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. Jorge Soler comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Boy, not only are these guys not getting on base, they're not even getting off any good swings. That's the swing of a guy who's really out to sea right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Striding into the box, David Ross. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Runners on first with one down. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air into shallow left center. Pollock has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Line toward the alley in left center. Tomas is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. They're down 1-0. Gene Segura makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Gene Segura.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
La Stella in foul ground, and he's retired here, 1 away.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder,
David Peralta will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
You just can't underestimate how important it is to have a guy like this to be able to come in and catch for you once in a while. He may not give you a whole lot of offense, but he makes his presence felt on plays like this, and this is a great throw here.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to take another look at where this thing comes down. There are not too many guys that are going to get out to that area. That's about in the 460 range. That's one of the furthest we're going to see all year.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As this ball's hit softly to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Matt Caesar is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
The 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Well, he's letting it fly with that swing, but really, you're down by 2. Your task here off the bench, get on base.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you don't want to walk a guy leading off an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Dexter Fowler will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, when a guy's shutting you down, you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Ben Zobrist will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set. Here it comes. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Calling for it, Pollard. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he is in there.
A little bit of a risk there with two ways. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Anthony Rizzo strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Our pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3 and 2 now. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Justin Grimm is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Justin Grimm.
Wellington Castillo will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Yeah, and there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Phil Gosselin stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
That's a ball.
2-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Into the box now, David Ross. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Popped high in the air. Lamb is over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman.
Yeah, a good
2.
pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Tommy La Stella will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Two out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Patrick Corbin will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Adam Warren will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
Leading off the inning, Patrick Corbin, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Patrick Corbin.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
On the ground to the left side. And this ball gets right past him. Boy, looked like he was in position, but they'll have a leadoff base runner.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
A.J. Pollock stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Soler has it in his tracks. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far, as on cue we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Gene Segura will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And that's taken for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. To short. Zobrist. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell. And they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch on the way. Tap fouled at home plate. 0-1, here it comes. Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
The pitcher.
Just a fantastic catch out there by the outfielder. And the one guy that's more excited about it than the guy who caught the ball is the pitcher. He knows that that one could have been extra bases.
Chris Bryant will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Ryan.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Dexter Fowler will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the 9th.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Neil Ramirez will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Paul Goldschmidt, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Goldschmidt.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Hit hard back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
David Peralta will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. from the stretch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Jake Lamb gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
First and second here with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll go after the first pitch here and pop one up over toward the left side of the infield.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Settling in now, Yasmani Tomas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Things were looking pretty good for him when they got the first 2 men of the inning to reach, but it's all gone downhill since then.
2 down, runners at first and second. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jason Hayward will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Shot toward right center, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He's set, now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with a runner on first, you better have a catcher that you can rely on if you're going to bounce a changeup on an 0-2 count. Luckily, he does.
The 1-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Peralta is there, 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs.
That's one of the first balls they've really hit hard off him so far, and pretty fortunate that this one's right at his man for the out.
Jorge Soler will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Kyle Schwarber will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 2-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks.
All right, guys. Well, we lose this ball game, our first time in 12 games, which we have lost. And we just got beat by Patrick Corbin today. Just couldn't seem to get anything going against him at all. And that was it was a shame that we couldn't get anything done. But you know what? All good things must come to an end. I figured we would lose the game eventually, and just happened to be against the Diamondbacks of all teams. I was kind of expecting it to be the Dodgers. But we gave them a good shellacking last series. We start off the series losing, and Patrick Corbin gets the best of us in this one. He goes to 5-2. Hendricks takes his 5th loss of the season. He's now 5-5 on the season. He didn't have his really good stuff today. He did pitch pretty well, though, not gonna lie. But we just could not get any offense. We didn't really even have many chances. We just couldn't string hits together, and that was the problem today. But you know what? We'll go out there, get him next time, and start another winning streak. We got a pretty favorable schedule coming up for the next week. We got 2 more with Arizona, 3 with Philadelphia, and 3 with Atlanta. So we got the 2 worst teams in baseball coming up. Atlanta not even at the 20-win mark yet. But looking forward to tomorrow's matchup. We're going to have Jake Arrieta on the mound. So like I said, going to start another winning streak. Good chance to do it there with Arrieta on the mound. He's 7-3 this season. And his counterpart will be Shelby Miller, the big offseason acquisition, or one of the big offseason acquisitions for the Diamondbacks. And then we have just one more game against the Diamondbacks, and we will not see them for the rest of the season. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.